Boom, boom, boom. Could do a bit hard up. Just a wee bit. There we go. Right, let's try to find it on our telephone. There it is, we practice. Save the playlist. Live streams. Done. And then we'll click into it and hopefully hear.
Playlist.
Yep.
Live streams.
He's there.
Done.
And he's always clicking into stuff. Oscar's in the house straight away. The young man is not only fast on the track, he's fast, it appears, at everything he does. Right, let's get a lobby opened up. Interlargus, we'll go to Interlargus first and see how this here Corvette feels. No idea what the tyre wear and the fuel is going to be on it, but we know for sure there's going to be Interlargus, there's going to be one at Bathurst, and I'm not sure. Hopefully JJ knows that stuff. Hopefully he'll be on at some point and remind me. I think there's only 2 or 3 tracks that we know for sure what it's going to be, because there's a seaside one, but we don't know if it's at the seaside or not. It's a Dragon Trail, we're not too sure, and there's a Tokyo one. So the Tokyo one could be any one of those versions, and it could also be in the rain. I hope it's not in the rain, because I do enjoy the Tokyo ones. Live stream, all welcome. That looks like the job. We're on the main account today, so we shall not be risking any Monza. We're sticking a wee qualifier as well. Crazy's in the house, and so's Mr. 7. My goodness, you're on the ball today. You're on the ball today. Turbo and Crazy, hello. Nice to see you, gentlemen. I'm gonna try and have a go on these here Corvettes around some of the tracks that is going to be on this wee. I'm glad that it's not the main season as well. It's only a wee small 6 race season, but it also means if we get 3 good results, we could get our S back for the main season. Interlargus. We'll do 9 laps. I am gonna change my tyre wear now, because the FIAs are usually a bit more. Let's try ×5. We'll be alright with the fuel. The fastest first, grid start check. It's usually a rolling start, like, but we'll leave it on the grid start. I think it's group 3. I think the first one's meant to be in group 3, and again I've no idea what tyres it's going to be, so we shall leave. We'll leave the tyres open as well, just in case we want to have a wee practice on different tyres. And I think that's perhaps us good to go. Interlargus is GR3 and Bathurst is GR4. Thank you, Oscar. Thank you. Oh. And what is the other track as well that we know for sure it's going to be? I thought there was 3. I know we don't know what version of Dragon it's going to be. We don't know what version of Tokyo it's going to be. But I do think there was another one. There was Bathurst, Interlargus, and there was Spa. I need to have a bit more practice on Spa as well. Try and find a flow. Right, let's go out. I'm going to go out on the medium tyres, you know, because it's more than likely not going to be on the soft tyres. It's more than likely going to be, or will it be all tyres available and the hards compulsory? Let's just go out and learn how to drive the car on the best tyres. At least we'll hopefully get a bit of a flow on the track. Straight out and straight into it. It's either an update for... You're joking, there's an hour update? It's not... Surely they'll not change any more BOP. It'll be for the penalties. They'll try and do something with the penalties, maybe. We've maybe seen all the complaints about Monza from all the other YouTubers. I think the last time there was a lot of complaints from all the YouTubers as well. They did come out and they took. Oh, what is wrong with my car here? This is an automatic and all. Jesse, or it must have been Jesse, because Junior drives it. Junior gears. Yep, it was an automatic that day. Oh, how embarrassing that was. What a way to start the stream. Right, X out of that. Manual. What way have I got the car sitting? Right, that'll do. Let's let the people in the lobby know that the host is alive. With a thanks for joining me, everyone. That's all they need to know at the moment. It lets them know that we're not stuck on the loo. James Anderson is in the house. James Anderson says, I found you. I've been here all along, James. Sometimes we do hide. We hide sometimes behind the steering wheel, behind our hands. Well, I think Mr. Tourism was going to give us a penalty for them. Nice to see you, but James, thanks for hopping in. And Benson's on as well. Wait for me, says Benson. No rush, sir. No rush. Not a huge stream today, just wanting to have a wee bit of a test on these here Corvettes, because I am thinking, especially because it's not the main season, because it's only, I've never been at Corvette. I did have AMG in my head still. I know I love the AMG, so because it's not the proper season, I'm going Corvette. I am. I've never been there before. Why not? Dip our toes in with another manufacturer. I thought my cones was turned off there, but they're not. They're still here. I feel like if I can have half decent speed and pace on this car on this track, then it should be good. It should be a good car. If it's not killed with the tire wear here, because that wee twisty section can take it out of cars that aren't the best in the tires. What manufacturer are you going to choose? William Lawley as well is in the house too. 11 on, and boom. What have you heard the news? You're on the ball today, gentlemen. Thanks for joining me. Nice to meet you. Have you heard the rumour that there's free fabulous prizes handed out live on Scotty Senior's stream? Is that why William has turned up? I don't think we've met William before. And James Anderson. Is that two guys are looking fabulous prizes? I wonder. All the way from the USA was Mr. D Play. He also had a big number 9 on his name. Oh, and he got the back end out for the fans. What is it looking like in the lobby? Benson was in the house. He hadn't made it. What are you thinking? JJ's in the house. Hello, young man. 13 on straight away, and we're only on. Thank you very much, gentlemen. Nice to see you. Well, I guess you all heard it through the grapevine. Scotty Senior was online and he's talking shite. Harry's in the house as well. Fancy. Ah, oh, get away, Harry. Oxy, Harry. What sort of entry message is that you've got? For goodness sake. Ridiculous. Harry running about asking everybody in the lobby if they fancy a you know what. You're a desperate man, Harry. Stupid game. Made me on hard. Sorry, James. I usually only have softs, but I've left it open. So I can have a wee go on the mediums and hards if I feel the need to as well, because I'm not sure. They usually make us use mediums and hards rather than the softs and the FIAs. I wish they didn't. I wish they would stick to softs and mediums, but it seems to be their way to go. William Lawley is in. Who are you, William? What is your PlayStation name? Let me see that member list. Was there any superstars trying to sneak into the house that day? Oscar was here with the big A+. Ha! Oh, JJ. You know what I forgot? I forgot to make a rating in the lobby. Hopefully, as soon as we drop down in the room at all, or if we get a lot of problems in the room, I'll reboot the room and we'll get a rating of BS on it, and we'll see. Hopefully, we'll still be able to get your best intro message yet, says Harry. I don't know. It doesn't even feel right for me to read the rest of that message out. But if you all look at the left hand side of your screen, at Harry, you can see that last word, and it's not a rude word, it's a polite word, but when you put those other two words in front of that word, it just doesn't feel right. It just doesn't feel right for me. Crazy thinks it's a good one for sure. Let's do quali, and just like that, the bookmakers have stopped taking any bets on James, causing a crash in the very first corner. He's eager to go. James wanted a race straight away. Let's hand out the thanks for joining me, everyone. This time we'll throw in a make your way to track please, starting soon. Attention please, attention please. Got all GR3 competitors. That's all GR3 competitors. Make your way to track please. Qualifying will be commencing shortly. Thank you. Who was? James in the house. You're Daisy. Attention please, attention please. Good Mr. Daisy One Fan. That's a Daisy One Fan. Make your way to the manager's office. We want to have a nosy at the profile, and it's a pretty new account. It's a pretty new account. He's only one livery as well. Only 5 cars. The question is this new account just for me? Daisy, did you make this new account? Are you a top splitter who heard the rumours about that middle-aged Irishman who talked a lot of nonsense? Well, I like to say a lot of shite on a stream, and you've made a brand new account just for me? I wonder. There was nothing there for us to have a quick nosy at. We love having wee nosies at people. Everybody was in. It was a full room. The question on everybody's lips now was, would Mr. Turismo allow 16 people out of the damn pit lane? I wonder. Ah, JJ, I'm sorry, I didn't even look at that. We'll get it sorted, JJ. Sorry. I couldn't have done that anyway, JJ. You know what I'm like with my guilty feelings. When I kick someone and then they'll wrote me a message saying, why me? Why did you do that on me? I was being ever so nice. I'm your #1 fan. One lucky person must have won a championship last time out, and his team is through his very own private pit party. I've never seen that glitch before. Rather than drive out of the pits, he has drove out on the track. Never seen that before. Oh, Mr. Ant he was a bit nervous, he was twitchy. He's definitely on a hand controller, this guy. For sure, but look at that, the fans, remember that guy? They all had a wee bit of a giggle at him. Oh, thank you, Oscar. I'm going to slow you down now, Betty. I'm going to slow you down, Oscar. You're too fast. I'm telling you, I'll slow you. No, Oscar, want my slipstream. Imagine wanting my slipstream. God's sake, someone as fast as you wanting an extra half a mile an hour off me. You see, we're going to slow you down now, Betty. Now, I'll feel guilty. We'll slow Oscar down. We're only in the car, we're not sure how she's going to handle it. Oh, I'm sorry, JJ. What can I do to cheer you up? Tell me what I can do to cheer you up without restarting. Don't I can't do restarting. I'll be too sad myself if I have to restart. You've managed to sneak into the room anyway there, I see. Hello sir, sexy black car on the inside. We definitely need to find a bit of a flow around here. What is a good time around here, even I wonder. JJ with us, Scotty. Hello JJ. It's great to see you in, sir. You can be mine. To cheer you up, you should restart. No, I told you, that'll make me sad. We're better having you a wee bit sad than having the host a bit sad. If the host gets too sad, he could just go offline and no one gets to race. Hello sir, will you let me come out? Yes, thank you. Oh, but he wanted it back. He wanted to play the swaps again. Was there going to be another lap maybe? Will we get round in time? I wonder what Benson's in as well. I have a feeling Benson's going to go for Porsche, you know. I don't know why. I've seen him in that Porsche a whole lot and he clearly loves driving it. Although, is it fast enough on a straight line? JJ, stop it! Leave me alone! It won't be long, sir, it won't be long. I'll tell you what I will do for you about JJ, if you can manage to get the rest of them to quit out, you have my permission to start asking everybody in the lobby. Quit out. Scotty says if everybody quits, he will restart for me. How many friends did JJ Balding have in the lobby that day? No, that was it over. Read chat, stop waffling. Apologies. 15 on, my goodness. Thank you very much guys for hopping in. Where has the rumours been going about? I can't explain how sad I am. Stop it. Leave me alone. Let a man start a race with no guilty feelings. Mr. Nismo was in the house as well. Well off the pace there. No flow whatsoever. Apologies if the room does end up hectic. Please don't come into the chat and tell me how dirty and how awful the room is. As soon as it drops down at all, or quite politely come into the chat and say you might want to reboot the room. I was meant to put a rating on it, and I forgot about that stuff. Your lobbies are BS. I love your lobbies, says JJ. There he is. He's facing the young man is trying to catch himself a killer whale. He just puts a bit of bait on the hook, and it's usually his bait. He loves sad faces, crying faces. He just puts them on the hook and throws that out in my direction and just reels me in, don't you, JJ? 16 on. I know, Benson. Thank you very much. Any of you's hopping on. Right, group 3. We're going to need a bit of traction control off the start here. 11 made it to the starting line. And that does look like Benson was thinking Porsche. I knew it, I'm telling you. It was go! Take that traction control off now. The Corvette was pretty badass on the starting line after all. Oh, we tagged the inside, but survived. Oh, we'll have to take a cut there, leave the space. That was an FIA. That was surely a penalty right there. Right, Benson, show me how to do this stuff. Oh, stop it. Oh, I can't look. Oh, what is it you're looking at? How long to get round on this here straight? I'll be able to look. Come on. What am I looking at? Oh, I'm gonna be at the twisty part of the track again. Sorry, love, if I don't get to see it. What am I looking at? You just look like you're in a warehouse or something. What? Oh, you're in. Oh, they're. You've just steal the weed. Oh my goodness, she's playing Grand Theft Auto, and she went into a big garage where they've been growing cannabis. Although that's based in America, so that shit should be perfectly legal over there now. Sorry, mate. Sorry, Harry. Look at Harry. Typical Harry. The sign of the hacker floating above his head. He's clearly been cheating somewhere on this track. Gran Turismo doesn't hand out penalties for nothing at all. Just need to drive this car with loads of patience. When I get the feel of it, it should be a good car for me because it's how I drive. I'm not listening, JJ. Oh, get away. 18 on. Thank goodness. I'm telling you, someone's put the word out on the grapevine that Scotty Senior was online. Thanks for hopping in, boys. Don't judge me because we're going awfully slow here. Well, we will improve. Tower's on ×5 at the moment. Oh. Jim is in the house as well. Hello, Jim. Nice to see you, sir. What are you saying? I am, Jim. I am. I'm thinking of going Corvettes, especially because it's only a wee short season as well. I think there's only 5 or 6 rounds in it, so only 3 rounds are probably going to count. And I've never been a Corvette before, so I think my mind's almost made up. I've been enjoying driving it. I just hope that the tower that they add in isn't ridiculous, like up in the double figures. You know what they're like sometimes, these FIA races. You wonder who comes up with some of the settings. Sometimes a lot of the races are just ruined because of the settings, and it would only take a tiny wee bit of thought, I mean, to be put into it. Let's go out wide and let that guy have it as well, because we were just trying to find a wee bit of a flow on how to drive this car. Just roll me and smoke me when I die. Anyone don't like it, just look him in the eye. Front tires are going a wee bit quicker than the rears. Well, that's a try and see how the car drives with a wee bit of rear brake balance on it. One at a time, one click to the rear at a time. Coyote's in the house as well. Hello, Coyote mate. How's you? What are you thinking for manufacturers, Coyote? Now that you've seen the six wee tracks, what's in your head? And someone just said earlier that there's another update. Surely there's not going to be any kind of changes in the BOPs now. If there's an update, I think it'll be for the penalties. I hope they don't just turn the penalties off. I know some people think that it's better with them off, but I don't. It just allows guys to punch you and drive you off the track. That's probably one of the most frustrating ones for me, when someone just gives you a nice wee nudge in the right spot in the middle of a corner and pushes you out wide. Oh, I tell you, I should not look at chat even in a straight line. Jergy has joined the room as well. Hello, Jergy. The tires feel well going. Nice 6 laps on ×5. And their tire wear is usually a lot more than that in FIA races. At least usually up to 7 or 8. So you'd be thinking maybe only 4 or 5 laps. You'd be dragging it out. for 5 laps maybe in the FIA. Oh my goodness, she doesn't even want to turn. The tyres have reached that point. Let's get out of Oscar's way as well, just in case Oscar's having himself a good practice run. Oh, he was looking a bit of slipstream. Them tyres are totally done for me now. I'm gonna see what the mediums feel like. Medium tyres please, gentlemen. No need for any fuel. Can you make it so you can pick a soft? You can, James. It's already made. Look, most people are out on soft tyres. Don't tell me you didn't realise that. Are you out on a set of hard tyres? My goodness, how embarrassing, sir. Live on stream. Let's everybody have a wee bit of a giggle at Mr. James Anderson. He never picked up that there were soft tyres available. I see you, baby. Shaking that ass. I'll maybe start having a proper wee FIA practice as well, you know, when my cone's off. Start trying to pick up some proper braking zones instead of a roundabout braking zones. The mediums aren't feeling that bad either. Although when they do have softs available, the mediums usually aren't used. The compulsory is usually the hard tyre. JJ's having a giggle. Noob. We don't know Oscar, but let's test out. Is Oscar one of those guys that when you flash your headlights at him, he doesn't know what to do? He might just drive off the track in the very next section that we'll come to. Again, we'll give him a couple of wee lights and say, hello Oscar, it's me, Scotty Senior. We're just wanting to find out if you are one of those guys. Don't feel any extra pressure on your ass area, even though that's what the flashes are designed to do. Because we all know pressure on the ass area can make some people shit their pants. Is Oscar going to be one of those people? Come on. Oh, Callum McRae. And nor a couple of flashes. Oh, he almost. That's a skid mark. He's definitely got a skid mark at least in the underpants. Are we waiting? People only notice flashes if they are using the bumper cam. They could be looking behind them. Don't you? That's one of my favourite things to do, Coyote. I know people of your level. That would have no effect on you whatsoever, sir, for sure. But I do enjoy it. I can remember watching a Key stream and someone flashed his lights at Key, and Key, it upset Key. Key was like, why are you flashing? Please stop flashing. Stop flashing your lights at me, please. And from that day, I thought to myself, I hope I find myself behind Key at some point, because I shall be flashing those things. We know that they really don't do anything, but it gives me a wee bit of shite to talk. They shouldn't do anything, but you have just put a lot of pressure on yourself, Coyote, making that statement, because the next time I'm behind you, I'm going to flash my headlights at you. you may hope you don't just drive off the track, 'cause that would be awfully embarrassing for a top splitter such as yourself. Especially after making a statement like that. I can't wait now to be behind Coyote again. You're going to be pounding those headlights from as soon as we can. The mediums felt alright there as well, didn't feel terrible at all, although everybody does say that it's the hard tires that makes the Corvette bad, or that's what I have heard from a few people. Jim finds it irritating when people have the hazards on for the whole race, so right, let's make a note of that. Jim doesn't like hazard lights. Eh? Perhaps the next time. You shouldn't tell me your weaknesses like that, Jim. You shouldn't tell me your weaknesses. Mike is in the house as well. Hello, Mike, sir. Thanks for hopping in. Nice to see you. Is Benson going to go in that Porsche? I think he'll still be him and a Han, and he loves driving it, and he's really fast in it. But you've seen how much of a run on him just in the first lap along that first straight. He'll definitely be vulnerable in top split lobbies. I don't think he'll be doing much passing on this track. You have to have enough straight line speed in order to make a pass along that straight, because the rest of the track is hard to make a pass there. How did you find that anyway? Are we happy to go again, or are we going to have half a dozen people in the chat saying, "Oh my God, Scotty, your lobbies are so damn dirty. I'm out of here. Learn how to run a lobby." You need to have a rating on that shit. A different track, yeah. We'll rotate the tracks that we know is going to be. Oh no, we don't want to do that. We also know, what else did we say? We don't know what version of Dragon Trail is going to be. There's a Magura one as well. I'm not a fan of Magura. Hopefully it's a smaller version. I don't like the big version of Magura. I don't know why. We just stopped loving it. There was a Tokyo one, but we don't know what version of the Tokyo one that there is. There was Spa was one of them, and Mount Panorama. We'll go to Mount Panorama and we'll have a go on it, and I believe it's Group 4 on this one. Group 4. Oh no, what are you doing? You've started the day with a wee bit of brain fade. Fuji's there as well, but again, we don't know yet what version of Fuji. I don't think, James, any tracks that have a couple of different, variations of them, I don't think they've actually told us the exact variation. Like one of the Tokyo ones, it could even be in the rain. I'd not be doing any rain races if to throw any of those in. 19 on, I'm telling you, you have definitely all heard it through the grapevine. Huh? Who has been spreading the rumours? Where have you heard this information? Was there any other superstars in the house that day? Let's first of all tell them that we're still alive. We're still here, it's okay. With a thanks for joining me, everyone. That's all I need to know. At the moment, the host is alive. And we'll have a nosy at the member list for the superstars. And there they were, 3 of them in a row. Harry, Oscar, and Benson. Benson, of course, the big... Coyote is at the house. We're going to flash our lights at you, sir. Even if we're last place and you're on pole, we're going to be flashing that shit. And hopefully you're going to notice that from a mile in front. The pressure's on Coyote now. If we're behind him at any point at all, Or if you're in front of me and Coyote's in front of you, I'm not slicing at you, I'm slicing through you at Coyote to see how the top splitter always in the top 10 times. He hauls ass everywhere he goes, but has he ever had a middle-aged Irishman talk a bit of shite in his ear and flash his lights? Thanks for hopping in, boys. JJ is no doubt a wee bit happier now that he's going to get the drive. FF car. The FF cars will still be good in qualifying, I think. But I don't think, I wouldn't like to be in an FF car. They'll lose their pace, I think, very fast with a bit of tyre wear on. And then you just have loads of pressure. I don't know what other people struggle with, but I struggle with pressure on the ass area. If someone's driving very close to me, I am slow. I like to be nice and conservative on my braking zones. Slow in, fast out. That's when I'm at my best. And you can't do that when someone's on the ass area, kissing your bumper, making you leave those braking zones a wee tad later. Harry's not going Hyundai. What were you testing there? Not that last one anyway, Harry. You're bouncing into the Toyota. I never really have Toyota in my head. I know every now and again when it's a big tyre wear one, it's a bit OP. But I didn't really enjoy driving it. Right. This time we shall throw out. Hey, make your way to track, please. Starting soon. Attention, please. Attention, please. Could all GR4 competitors, that's all GR4 competitors, make your way to track, please. Race will be commencing shortly. We've already got that 3 to the rear, so I think we've actually says that this might be one of those cars that is driven all to the rear. I think we still get more front tyre wear. I love this track, so if this car is competitive on this track, we'll have to do a good wee bit of practice for this round. They were there, they were all in. 13 people turned up that day. How did Mr. Turismo feel about that, Manny? Apologies again, boys, if we're missing any chat. And I think we did have a couple of new guys in there earlier. After this one, if there's anybody new out there and the reason you're here is because you've heard the rumours that there is free fabulous prizes handed out, let me know at the end of this one and we'll get you a fabulous prize yourselves. Was there any pit partiers? Again, there was one world champion left in the pit lane who had his very own private pit party through farm. Look at him, he's just allowed to wreck that place. Clearly won himself a world championship in his very last race that he's did, and his team have just been that happy with him. They've says, don't you worry about qualifying, go you out there and wreck the place. Right, we need to be revving this one out as well. I think if I remember, she's a poor second gear. High poor, let's see. Usable a wee bit maybe. And Brenu, who was in the house. Hello, Brenu. Nice to see you. Oh, a bit happy with the back end there. On the way into that. JJ's in the Citroen. What are you thinking, young man? What are you thinking? Citroen, the Group 3 or Group 4 Citroen, really good on the fuel. Not sure how good it is in a straight line. It does have 7 gears. Oh, and an argument has broken out on track, live on stream. Let's follow this argument. Ah, we tried to follow it, and look what we've done. This shit still must be going down on up there. JJ Balding and someone else not pleased with each other straight away on an out lap. We'll find the both of them round the corner. I'm feeling like this is going to be giving me a silly slide out the back end there with 3 to the rear. We'll leave it to 3 to the rear for the minute, but I am feeling like it's scaring me a wee bit. Oh, he's waiting on JJ. Was he? No. Right. I hope it's not one of those scurry cars that slides out of the back end as soon as you go more than 2 to the rear. The AMG used to scare me like that as well. If she goes on me again on the downhill section, we shall be spinning that. Oh, stop it, Joe. I'll lift easy on the brakes. We just must have been. Hopefully, those slide outs, it's just us not concentrating. And that first and Fuji here, a lot of dive bombers usually, the whole track of late apexes, it just encourages lunges up the inside. So that was it. It was only one lap. We're not starting from anywhere. Really, what a hack getaway. They're all out running. We'll be starting away near last with that one. Hopefully Coyote's had a couple of spins and he'll be starting within watching distance of the headlight flashes. Can we look behind us there and see how powerful they are? No, they won't flash headlights now. Not much longer would you be mine, yeah. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. Ben's is trying the Honda in this one. Boys, if you want a reboot of the room after this one and a rating set on it, if you are all finding it a bit hectic, let me know and we'll go and reboot. I was meant to put a rating on it. JJ says nobody can drive, absolutely nobody, even though we had Mr. Nismo, Mr. Harry, Mr. Coyote, Mr. Benson. Oscar was in the house, I was here, JJ was here, none of us knew how to drive. There is two idiots in here who don't know how to drive. He's changing his mind already. He says no one knows how to drive, and then he says, well, two of them don't know how to drive then. Well, maybe your man, maybe it's only one of them, Scotty. Only one guy. He can drive a wee bit. Well, okay, we can all. Everybody in the room knew how to drive. JJ quickly changing his mind. Coyote, Jerky, don't you worry about me flashing my headlights. They're not for you. They're for Mr. Coyote. My goodness. Imagine if he just drove off the track in the very first corner. He's bound to be nervous on the way into that first corner. He has just made a statement that headlight flashes definitely don't affect. Or if you're on a certain view, I'm not sure what view Mr. Coyote uses, but I hope whatever view it is, he'll be looking behind him just to see what we're doing. Or he'll at least know, even if he's not looking and he can't see, he'll know in his head that we're back there flashing those things. He uses bumper cam. You know, but you know in your heart, I'm going to be back here flashing the life out of those lights. A wee bit of me wants to look. Oh, they're bright. They're bright, Coyote. They're some of the brightest flashes I have ever seen. Again, we need to learn how to take off in this car. Oh, let me up behind, Coyote. Come on. Look at those. My goodness. Oh, they're blinding me. They're blinding me. What about Harry? Does Harry get affected? I get down to 2 with that. You know, I'm a wee bit nervous with that. No, no way. He's drifted out a bit wide. Was that the headlight flashes? That's the question. Go on, Harry. What are you doing? Put me on the outside there. Oh, I wonder if he's flashing me now. He probably is flashing me. You know, I'm not looking back just yet. He's more than likely back there, but... Right, let's survive the downhill on the first lap anyway, without looking like a fool. Oh, Jerky. Oh, early now. Nice and steady. Oh, there's penalties on the right word. Did he on the coast? Oh, well done. Good awareness, Jerky. Good awareness, sir. Oh, they didn't get stopped. Mr. Coyote was surely going to have that. Or was that a sneaky wee trick? So we can flash our lights at the man once again. He's got the hazards on. He gives us a wee bit of a shake. I think we'd be better just trying to follow him rather than trying to pass him on. He's definitely on the move. He'll be going places. Forgetting how early you can get the power down on these Group 4 cars when I first get into them. You can sink that shit very early indeed. A couple of wee flashes along the straight. He's a top splitter, but he's one of the fastest that there is out there. Never gonna throw it away. Second gear is a bit low. Come on. I'm feeling like I maybe should be taking them wee corners in third. I'm just about to lose my mind. Oh, sorry, Benson. I was brain fading there in the background. Go on, sir. No problem, sir. This will be a nice car in this track as well, I can tell already. Once you learn how to drive the damn thing and find that flow, you can get the car down really early and it's just lovely and settled. You know, Benson, you know what's coming. Let's make friends. My old sneaky move. Jamie's in the house as well. Hello, Jamie, mate. How's you? I'm gonna leave it third this time. See how it feels. There's a drive leg out of it. There's a drive leg out of it. Like a granny, like a granny. Again, I'm just having a bit of third this time. Sorry lads if we're missing any chat. Oh, that was all wrong. And just about managed not to take out Sharky as well. Oh. I think before I do my FIA practices and all properly, if I haven't found a nice flow on the track, it would definitely be worth me bouncing in before I do a stream and just spend 10 or 15 minutes in time trial. It's a lot easier to find that flow whenever you're in time trial. The ghost helps me an awful lot. What did we ever do with that brake balance? We brought it down to 2. Let's put it back to 3 again. Oh, she went to 4. Oh, rev it out, Stephen, rev it out. And Mr. Coyote proven beyond a reasonable doubt that headlight flashes do not work on him, for sure. Out front, is he still in the race or is he stretching it away, I wonder. My God, the car seems like just for that tiny bit of tire wear now. With the braking areas, I've changed the fur out already. We'll stay out just to test that again in case it's just me. And just about to lose my mind. We're stuck between Toyota and Hyundai for Jimmy. I think I am at the minute. Unless after practicing on these tracks and finding the flow on these tracks that I think to myself, no, the tire wear is definitely going to kill it. We definitely need to learn how to drive this car. Minimum of 3 to the rear though. Be way more patient on this one. At least it was a smooth line that time. Too close to the wall on the way down the hill, making me look like I'm a hacker. And back to lose my mind. Right. Earlier on the brakes this time. Oh my god, we were early, we're going well before. Where we usually brake, she does not want to stop on that one. I don't like her on the brakes into that. It feels very poor on the brakes into that one. I'm not sure if that's because of that wee tad of tire wear or not. Or are we just misjudging it? Yeah, a few people have said to me about the BMW as well. I found it a wee bit slidey myself now. It feels a bit like a car where if you want to be really fast in it, you need to be really aggressive in throwing it around the corners and stuff, which isn't really my stuff that I feel good at. Anytime I'm in that wee Megane, it's great fun, but we're usually struggling in that wee Megane whenever other people are in it who know how to drive it. Right, let's see how far off the pace we are anyway, if we can get a steady lap in. On 11.4 for Branson. I'm just about to lose my mind, yeah. JJ didn't stay in this one here. You should have stayed in it, JJ. It would have been nice to know how your brakes was going. Right, a brand new set of tyres. Again, we'll go a wee bit earlier than what we usually do in all different cars. Let's see if she's going to slow down this time. Yeah, we need to go even earlier. That's a brand new set of tyres. It's not the best on the brakes. Oh honey, honey, yeah. Mr. Sparks was in the house. Hello, Mr. Sparks. Thanks for hopping in, sir. We'll end up staying in fourth gear around that one as well by the time we find our flow. Oh, we wanted to see how far off the pace we were. And we were greedy. We held it in, even though we dropped the wee wheel. And about to lose my mind. Right, another chance. Slightly worn tires. Did Coyote ever say what he was thinking of? I strapped all to the rear as well to see. We're definitely getting still more front wear. And we got a silly slide out of the back end. A tad. It is a wee bit nervous in the back end. All to the rear. I have to say, my first go in it on this, I love this track. I usually find a bit of a flow in that downhill. Right early on. It hasn't impressed me lots on this track. Felt lovely and stable at the start while we were lifting and coasting and being patient because there was guys in front of us on the way in the braking area. She felt lovely, but as soon as we had a wee bit of space, I don't feel like the brakes on her is that good at all. And I'm just about to lose my mind. Honey, honey, yeah. Bum, 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 bum. I think we'll maybe have a wee reboot of the room, guys, if you want, after this one, and I'll set a rating on it. And we'll go to Spa. What was Spa? And I think Spa was in Group 3. long would you be my honey, Well, that has not helped me with my thoughts of yes, we're definitely going this car at all. Sorry, changing his mind. Sorry, heading back to Mr. Hyundai. Or he's sending a handwritten letter of apologies for even thinking about leaving Hyundai. Maybe I have not liked this on this track at all. I thought the first 1 or 2 laps it was going to be nice. And then it just started feeling like it didn't want to stop in the corners. It's pretty fast, right? So it's one of the fast ones in a straight line then in the group. Is it poor on the brakes, Coyote? Is it or is it just me? Am I just thinking that? I would be very shocked if you came back and told me no, it's actually one of the really good cars on the braking zones. I felt like at the end of the big straight there we were having to brake much earlier just to get slowed down. It's good on the brakes. More practice required is what the report was that day. Must improve. Called into a team meeting. I'm going to take this opportunity to reboot the room, gentlemen. And we'll get a rating set. Gonna reboot room, and we'll get a rating on the room, so as there's no amateurs or beginners. Apologies to you amateurs or beginners out there. Create room, load settings, Scotty live stream, all welcome. Boom boom. We'll fire in the qualifier and we shall go to Spa. See what the group 3 one's like at Spa. I do need a bit more practice in Spa as well. For how much I looked forward to Spa coming out, I could not wait for Spa to come out on this track or on this game, and I've hardly played it at all. It's a lovely track. I think the starts are a wee bit spoiled, ruin it a wee bit. It's a big track as well. We'll bring it down 1 lap. We'll do 8 laps, and it is group 3. If I'm wrong there, we're going to change that afterwards. Haha, I need the ratings. Leave the hard tires available as well in case anyone wants to do any wee tests. Minimum driver rating of a B. Sportsmanship rating of an S. You were in the Toyota there, Harry, that's right. I never really liked the Group 4 Toyota. It seemed just almost a wee bit of a boring car for me to drive. And I think in Group 4 it struggles an awful lot on straight line speed, unless they've changed all that stuff. Oh honey, honey, yeah, bum 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 bum. Catch you later, alright. Have a good one. Where's me roly papers, Coyote and Mr. Sparks? They're not only fast at the game, it appears that they're fast at everything they do. First and second into the lobby, and Jurgi gets that 3rd place bottle of bubbly. Who got the worst position of all? It was JJ Balding. Oh honey, honey, yeah. So really, these three tracks are the ones that we want to keep on doing and keep on practicing then, rather than having a guess at what version of Tokyo or what version of Fuji they're going to give us. Looking forward to the Tokyo one. I seem to do alright in the Tokyo races, although there's a possibility we will not be doing that because you're able to have a race in the rain in that. And we're a good weather driver. We have not got the patience even to go out and learn how to drive that stuff in the rain. Fuji isn't a track, right? Someone said earlier Fuji was a track. So what's the other one, JJ? Spa, Interlagos, and Mount Panorama, and then the other three, a version of Tokyo, a version of Dragon, and what was the last one? What was number 6? What do we think, JJ? Can I get all 6 of them? It wouldn't have been a Sardinia. Surely it wouldn't have been a Sardinia one, would it? He doesn't race on the tracks that he can't win on. Is that why Harry has left? He's out of there. To be fair, tell him he still races on a lot of tracks because he can win on quite a lot of tracks. But I don't think Harry would hang about in lobbies with Benson and Coyote and Sparks. Harry wouldn't. He might hang about and have one wee race in them, but Harry likes to be at the front. He gives me that impression. I don't think if Harry was hanging about fighting for a top 10, I don't think Harry has the patience for top 10s. Harry wants wins. What was the last one, JJ? The last one of the tracks that I haven't got. I've got a Tokyo one, a Dragon Trail one, the 3 that we're doing now, Mount Panorama, Spa, Interlagos. One more left in, I haven't done. Sardinia, so right, that's good for me. Well, as well, doesn't really matter what version of Sardinia that they do. We usually have a wee bit of a flow and pace there. Right, let's tell the people that the host is alive. Well, say thanks for joining me, everyone, and that's all they need at the moment. Who did we have? Well, Benson, Coyote, Sparks was here, Zergy was here, Mr. Balding was here, Bruno and Oscar was in the house. Stop thinking about other cars. Drive these cars today. This is what we're thinking of. I'm already looking at those other sexy libraries there. Okay, and we'll go out and we'll try and learn how to drive the damn thing. Read chat. I read that there. I read your message almost immediately as soon as it came up. Yes, I'm not up to date. Benson's still in that Porsche, even on this track. Well, this big straight. Look at the man in this sexy library. Looking at the room entry. Oh, well held, that's it, well held, sir. Oh. Right, just drive it like a granny. Nice and early on the brakes. Short shifts. It seems to be high. The car is meant to be driven anyway. Oh, she's not flat out round there anyway in this one. Definitely going to require a wee bit of a lift. What about this one? Top speed, that might need a wee lift as well. Right. We'll get one started very soon, guys, in the next couple of minutes. Oh, honey, honey, girl. Bum, bum, bum. Well, it's getting warm in here now, love, isn't it? I might open the door a wee bit. Yeah, it's very warm. Oh, honey, honey, yeah, through the grapevine. Right, let's get the door open. And how many was there in? There was enough. Well, and it's a rated lobby as well. And all the way from the USA, there was a Mr. Turtle to the office, please, trying to sneak into my room without me noticing. He had 50 followers. He was a BS guy. 165 libraries, which is why I'm here. Five of them were too damn sexy to keep to himself, and there is the reason why. Not bad, sir. I'm not going to dive at them myself, but thanks for hopping in. Right, let's hand out a thanks for joining me, everyone, and make your way to track, please. We're going to start the race soon. I get the stick in the door to get a wee bit of air. It's getting very warm in the wee bar. It's because the window's not open, babe. We'll get the window open.
What are you doing?
No, I'm just opening the window and the door for a wee bit of air and playing the game. Oh, fuck. Mr. Orsley was in the house as well. Right. Hello, Mr. Orsley. Thanks for hopping in, sir. Nice to see you again. Boom, boom. We'll also hand out while he's on the pen there and scare him at last. No, it's not a last race. It's the last call. Not in, can't win. Oh. Me exit of that and click back in. Ooh, it's a cold chill coming in. It's a nice bit of air, but it's a nice bit of air. Right, we're all in. What car's Coyote? Is Coyote thinking Aston then? We didn't really give the Astons a proper run at them either. Whenever we were at Aston, Sparks is also having a go at the Aston. Jurgen and JJ's in the Corvette. Renew's trying the F-Type. fencing, still in that 911. The man loves it. He loves it. And everyone only get one lap here. Oh honey, honey, yeah, bum 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 bum. Ooh, I bet you're wondering how I knew about your plans to make me blue with some other guy you knew before. Between the two of us guys, you know I love you more. It took me by surprise, I must say, when I found out yesterday. Don't you know that I heard it through the grapevine? And how much longer would you be mine? Oh. Next Saturday as well. This is all meant to kick off. And it's Interlargus next week. We'll be back to Interlargus after this one. Would you like my slipstream fencing, and you can hopefully pass me on the big straight. Hopefully I'll not hold you up in it. Oh, thank you, love. Oh, thank you. The first beverage of the evening, or the day. It's not even evening yet, is it? Well, maybe. Getting close to it. Alcoholics Highway. Definitely going to need the time trial all these tracks and find that flow. And only 3 results are counting out of the 6 races as well. Surely we'll be able to find a good wee bit of time to put a bit of practice in and arrive at the races with a plan. A man with a plan. Even a wide entry gives you a wee penalty there. Oh honey, honey, yeah, bum 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 bum, bum 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 bum. Ooh, I bet you're wondering how I know. Billy Ray was a preacher's son. When his daddy would visit, he'd come along. When they gathered around and started talking, that's when Billy would take me walking. Out through the backyard we go walking, then he looked into my eyes. Lord knows to my surprise, the only one who could ever reach me was the son of a preacher man. The only boy who could ever teach me was the son of a preacher man. He is, Oscar. JJ is nigh on a fanatic. Although he's struggling with his speed. Going from the hand controller to the wheel. It'll maybe take him a wee while to get that speed back. But once the speed is back, he should have a lot more of his consistency. Let's go, go, go! Awful turning there. and the ice just dropped on the chest. Corn is in the house as well. Little corn. Stop being greedy. A bit of a battle going on behind us. My wee cones is gone there. I'm not sure where I'm breaking there at all, not one. We've got my blue balls. That should be a little rear maybe. Or one of the rear. Stay High has joined the room. UNVEU. Not sure what that stands for. When you do driving nice and patient, she's feeling pretty good. After 4 laps, she's felt pretty good. Although I haven't changed that tower, Betty. We didn't do that at the start of this one, so it's only on ×2 tower, which isn't really telling us a lot. I was thinking that, Benson, I know. The fact that you're not just driving away from me rapidly. No straight line speed. You must be making a good half a second at least on you, just along that straight maybe. Let's keep an eye on it this time and we'll see just how much. Right, we have came out of the corner, 3.7. Right, 3.7 at the moment. You may get this one much better than us though in the first. What do we like when we come out of that one? 3.6. She's coming down, she's coming down. There's a 10th. Losing about 3/10 easily along that straight, and that's to me. That's not to someone who's hauling ass in this car. There's Jurgi. He's back up at the party with us as well. The man wanted our bottle of bubbly. Sorry I didn't have that tower up higher now, you know, just to see how the car felt. Because Mons is a real funny one on tower as well usually. Surely this lap Jurgi wanted a wee land of it. Hopefully it is only a wee land of it, Jurgi. Not for keepsies. Takes a chunk of that there curve pretty good. Most cars don't. As soon as you drop a wee wheel onto it after the back end steps out. Come on. You've done farts more powerful than the Porsche. Look over at Legion Nerf, you think? What is this update? Anybody any info on this update that someone said earlier that they're going to do? Surely they're not going to change any BOPs again. She does take a chunk of that one nice. That was a much larger chunk there we took, and she was still nice and stable. Oh, he's gone. I haven't really minded it around this track, but definitely there's a lot more of a flow still left there to find. It's definitely a nice car whenever you're driving it, nice and patient. The Ford GT and the Ford GT will be no good either, sure it won't, because it's terrible on the fuel, if it's any kind of fuel season as well. I think it has a really small fuel tank or something. It's a big disadvantage. It's again a lovely car to drive though. We went Ford one season. I didn't really like the Mustang, but I did enjoy driving the Ford, although there was only one round which allowed us to be competitive in it. Every other round we were like the only car who was not able to, to do a no stop or something. It was had to do a pit stop in it. I found when I was in the Ford, what are you saying about it there? I know you have to rev the nuts right out of it. It makes a huge difference in how fast the car goes whenever you rev the nuts out of it. Last lap, nothing else for us to do really there. Ford GT is really fast, but you need to have a full concentration to keep it on the track. let alone push the limits. The one track I really liked it on was Sardinia. That was the one, I mean the one round where I felt like it was one of the good cars to be in. I mean, just because of how fast it was in a straight line. It was really nice. And you could tell whenever I was in doing the time trial and I was changing gears on the limiter, there was a pretty big difference. Whenever you rev the nuts out of it, you could see a big difference compared to your Ghost. I'm still feeling like we'll definitely find much more of a flow on these three tracks, and we'll have a bit of a better idea as to whether no, we're not competitive in that car on that track. The Group 4 one really surprised me how it went on the front tires. Jerry was in the house. Hello Jerry, sir. Thanks for hopping in, Jerry. Nice to see you. How are you this wonderful Friday evening? I am on my first alcoholic beverage. Sponsors of Scotty Senior's live streams, helping me talk a bit of shit for you. Red Dead. No, I'm not doing Red Dead yet. I want to have a few. I'm going back to Interlargus now. I want to give myself at least a chance, JJ, of being as competitive as I can be. It's a wee short season, so there's a wee chance that if I do good in 3 rounds is all we need. If I get practice in 3 rounds. Right, let's change that tower as well. We'll move it up to 4. We should move to 5 because the FIAs are going to have it at least 8, I think. And it was Group 3 again, I think, at Interlargus. We'll have another go at this and hopefully we'll flow a wee bit better. Times 7. Would you like it at times 7? I'll up it. If you would prefer me to up it. I feel like I would need to up the laps as well. Wouldn't I? How many laps? They're usually doing like 11 or 12 laps at this one. Yeah, let's do that and we'll try and pick it. We'll do, I think it's usually 12 laps, 11 to 13 laps we'll do here, and we'll go times 7 will be closer to the real thing, and we'll even do, they're up and down like yo-yos with their fuel as well. Any suggestions on fuel? Times 4 will go on the fuel. We're going to find out how bad the car is going to be on tyres now anyway. Is that a pit party? Attention please, attention please. Pit parties are prohibited in the pit lane. There's someone getting out anyway. No, it wasn't a pit party. Oh honey, honey, yeah, bum 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 bum. Benson's doing a wee downward dog at the moment, no problem. Jerry will be up for a wee bit of Red Dead later. I'll have a yarn with Jesse. I thoroughly enjoyed Red Dead the other day as well. It's not necessarily a great one for doing streams and stuff on, but when you're just, I love it. Especially when you're playing it at a slow pace, when you're just hunting and doing wee jobs rather than on the gallop running really fast. You don't really get to appreciate just how beautiful the game is. It's an amazing looking game. Jurgy said it's not his day. Did you lag out, Jurgy, or what happened to you in the last one, mate? JJ, what is this thing about Harry's in the house and Harry has heard the rumours in the back of the paddock that he does not like hanging about in lobbies with very fast guys? What does he say? JJ, what's this thing about me not racing tracks? I can't win. Goodwood, Harry. Goodwood. Shh. Please just stop saying stupid things about me too. Don't say things that aren't true. 3. Alright, he's giving JJ points. Rule number 1. JJ, don't you dare. Rule number 2. Don't even think about it. And rule number 3. I am the boss. Unlike most of you, I can't play every day, says Harry. No, Harry doesn't play online every day. He's way too busy in the bedroom with the curtains closed, the door locked, and the lights turned off, practicing as hard as he can. He's practiced very, very hard, no doubt, at Goodwood, Harry, because he hopes he'll maybe turn up, but he's realised, he's looked at his practice lap times at Goodwood, and he's realised, no, I will be embarrassed if I ever bump into Scotty Senior at Goodwood. He will never let me live it down. I might not ever let you live it down unless you get your arse in the last chance race at the end of one of the streams, sorry. You know how much I'd love to go to bed faster than you, even if it was only for one day, Harry. JJ, I'll never forget about that imaginary 4-second penalty as well. Nor lie, Harry. You walked into that one. Jerry is thinking of changing his posse name to the Pink Cavaliers. Yep, that sounds like a good one. The group with the hats.
Am I going to have to buy myself a Pink Cavalier hat?
Yes, love, I think you should have to buy yourself a Pink Cavalier hat as well. Because I'm telling you, riding about in those horses. Yep, she's feeling a bit left out without one of the pink hats. You always find a way to ruin my day. Sorry, I can't wait to catch up with this. Is there more fun stuff for me to read? I'm here to have fun, so if your goal is just to make me feel awful, stop! Jesus Christ! Sorry. Harry, I didn't even realise you had feelings. I thought you were a computer, sir. Eating coyotes in the chat having a giggle. There was a pit fight that day. 12 people were here to witness it. Who would come out on top? The young sensation of the future, JJ Balding, or Harry? I can deal with Scotty's BS. Connie, I can deal. Jessie says to Benson, hello back. Says, sorry, I'll catch up on that chat very soon. So I can deal with Scotty's BS because Scotty is Scotty. Yeah. And he don't mean it. Oh, Harry thinks I don't mean. I mean every word of it, Harry. You look at my eyes, Harry. There's no fear in those eyes when it comes to you and Goodwood. You need to turn up. I don't feel like JJ. You and JJ are very, very similar, Harry. You are both wind-up merchants. You just love throwing out fishing lines and reeling people in. No problem, Benson. Anytime, sir. Right, and that's me up. JJ is sad now. I'm gonna close over the door because it's getting a reasonable. Oh, I don't know, love. It might be nice for you up there. You're a wee bit higher in the room. I've got goosebumps on my arms, believe it or not. Right, let's tell the lobby that the host is still here. With a thanks for joining me, everyone, and I make your way to track, please. Starting soon. Attention, please. Attention, please. Get all GR3 competitors. That's all GR3 competitors. Make your way to track, please. Qualifying will be commencing shortly. I'll stick a couple of wee logs on the fire here to make sure that I don't get a bit cold.
Oh my god, I'm doing this on my own.
There's one lovely big log on it. My mum and dad dropped me down a load of logs today for the fire. Oh, honey, and no one needs to worry, we're not being burgled or anything. That is Jessie in the background wasting people on Grand Theft Auto. She won herself a free car on it the last time she played. Right, there was only me who wasn't in, and in we went. Was that 17? I said it was. Can you believe that shit? The rumours were getting about. Hello, Dat, sir. Dat, I noticed you bounced into my last stream as well and said hello. I think it was the last one, but you know what I'm like with a chat. Well, I miss loads of that stuff. Usually when I wake up in the mornings, I catch up on that chat with a couple of cups of coffee and then realise just how poor I was once again. One of these days I'm gonna scroll through that chat and realise that maybe Rory was in saying hello, maybe Key was in, maybe Super GT, Tidney, and I was oblivious to it all. Right, we'll get another one going. Yes, hope you're well. I am. That still no sign of the corona getting me at the moment. We're still. I'm sure anyone who has had it and is over it now and feeling better is much more relaxed. Any of us out there who are still waiting to get that shit, it'll be scary. I know I'll be nervous when I have it. Right. There'll hopefully be a wee bit more of a flow this time than the last time. He said right before never finding the flow. Right, and we've got like more fuel and more tires on now, so this will give us a better idea as well. And we've done, I think, 12 laps in this one too. This is very similar perhaps to how an FIA race would be. They just want me to go. Oh, sorry, Benson. Sorry. Quick look behind me at Coyote there as well. Surely the pressure's on now. The pressure's on now. My goodness. I feel awfully guilty if we end up slowing down Benson. A nice big wide run up. Why not? Why not be as greedy as you can be? Oh, that's why you don't get as greedy as you can be. Let's help Benson maybe then. In this one, we'll try. If he gets close to us, we'll back out of it. We'll try and stay a wee bit ahead of him, so when we get round to the straight, we can maybe have an extra wee chance or two out of it. Or, in fact, no, we're going to back. We'll just give him a wee bit of slipstream up there, and then off we go for him to make sure, because he's going to haul ass around there in that Porsche. You love Interlagos. Right, it's not in ACC. Surprising. Interlagos is usually everywhere, isn't it? They all usually have it. Was Harry and JJ still are going? If you boys were as fast on track as what you were with your mouths and your fingers in that chat, I'm telling you, I think we'd be looking at 2 world champions. On, thank you very much. Anyone who's hopped on, I mean, half decent viewing figures in this one. Right, time to get a lap in, but no crashes, just a steady lap, nothing special required, just something steady. And again, why not be greedy and get that extra wee 1/10 of a mile an hour faster maybe, who knows. Awful. But it will be a lap for anyone who didn't do a lap, basically. Oh. What are you saying, Harry? Scotty, before I help you more though, you need to read comments better. Sorry, what have I missed, Harry? Oh, by the way, I'm not annoyed, Scotty. I'm just trying to give you good content so you can attract those GT Sport YouTubers. Maybe, sir, maybe. Thank you, if that's what you're in for. It's awfully nice of you, Harry. You should get the word out. Tell your friends. A mile off the pace still. Although it's a mile off the pace of like some of the top guys. Right, JJ, more arguments. Is that what you've heard in the grapevine, Harry? Did you hear that arguments in the chat attract more viewers. I'm not sure, Harry. I don't think I would like an awful chat who was just going hectic. I don't know how Super GT and Jimmy Broadbent even catch anything that goes on in their chat. I can't even keep up with those guys' chat. Never mind have a comment in it yourself. They're never really talking in Super GTs. Even Tidges is a wee bit busy. I don't usually comment much. We're usually just there having a wee bit of a nosy. Now let's go! 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 He take that shit off as quick as possible. And again. Right, we kind of know that we're not going anywhere if we get ahead of plans, and so I've no interest at all, sir. Coyote dropping a wee wheel. I wonder if he's thinking I was flashing my lights, maybe, even though I wasn't. He might have been thinking it. Goodness, my hazard lights are on. How embarrassing. Looking like an absolute amateur here in the first lap of the race. Not sure how they ended up on. Well, we're still in that slip. It was close, it was close. We were just about still in that slip. Come on, come on. We hung with them for a whole lap. These are two of the quickest guys there is out there, and I can still see you a full lap. Oh, there goes the slipstream. They're just going to drive away now, but I don't care. That was a fun lap. I'm going to leave it in fourth here as well. There's a lot of tower. One this time. The fronts look like they're already going a wee bit quicker than the rears. You're only that straight to apply by my brake balance. Right, where am I with it? In the middle, and go one to the rear. Corin has left the room, can you believe it? We beat Corin so bad that day, he quit out of the whole race, even the room. He didn't even want to hang about in the room after that. He was like, no, I'm out of here, that is just too painful. JJ's still here. Let's see if we can have the pace of JJ. Again, more patience required, Stephen. Drive it like you're a granny. Now, Carl's in the chat. What is Carl saying? Is he in admitting defeat? Polish guy spun him round and took him out. He waited so long for a race just to get that. Oh, that sounds like a rage quit for sure. There's actually a rating on this lobby as well, Carl. Believe it or not, sir. I think it's a nice rating for clean. I can't really do much more than that. It's only a B rated lobby, but if we were to make an A rated lobby or something, or A plus, it wouldn't have people in it at all. We need Benson to tell all his fast as fuck friends. We need Coyote to spread that word. Tell your fast friends. I'm sure you two guys are a wee bit lonely out there on your own. The faster people will get coming to the rooms can only help us, especially for poor Benson. Poor Benson in half the races he does in our lobbies, he's lonely. He has to slow down and wait for us. I'm sure Benson's over the moon to have Coyote in this one, trying to keep him a wee bit on his toes. And then just because I know that Benson's slowing down as well, it's a different race then for me as well. You have a wee bit of guilt thinking to yourself, oh, stop making mistakes. You're making him have to slow down for you again. And many times is he going to have to slow down. Oh, she didn't even want to stop there. She didn't even want to stop that lap. Lap 5 of 12. Oh, JJ left as well. I think JJ may be out too. Oh, the tires are gone. The tires are gone. I think I'm going to try a wee set of medium tires as well, just to give me a wee bit of an idea of how the mediums would feel. Let's say we're compulsory. We're hardly ever compulsory, like they always throw the hards in there. Oh. That is a lot of tire wear for 5 laps. We go on the mediums, please. No fuel required, and the fuel is times 4, 12 laps. I'm a wee bit. Why? What are you thinking? Oh yeah, I could definitely eat something, yeah. Oh honey, honey, yeah. Bum, 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 bum. How long can Benson go in the course? It's maybe good on its tires. Oh honey, honey, yeah. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. Sorry if I'm missing chat, boys. Nothing new, nothing new. I don't mind the feel of this car on the mediums at all. I think it feels spot on the mediums. It's the hards that I've heard a couple of comments about, which sometimes kills this car. I know what is going on there, love. You should keep me up to date. Is them two at it? What is it? They've got what going on? A lot of gurning going on. Big girls' blouses. If you aren't careful, that GTFU races that you do is going to be known as girly tantrums. Frequently unleashed. Huh? And Harry is one of the main men there. Come on. Benson's got a jump on him by the looks. Oh, again, Callum McRae demanded to play that day. We held that shit in as well. Oh. Oh. 18 on. Thank you very much. Anyone who's hopped on. Half decent numbers. We're not on for a big long stream today. We'll be back on again tomorrow. I think I'd love to get on and have more fun in Monza, but the fact that I know these tracks now, I'm gonna, from now until the season starts, I want to find a bit of a flow on these tracks because I don't practice this one enough, or Spa. I do love Mount Panorama. We just need to decide what we're doing in terms of what car we're going for, because I'm very disappointed at Mount Panorama there the last time. I was expecting that Group 4 Corvette to feel lovely for me. Oh honey, honey, yeah. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. I think I also want to dip my toes in, you know, just to have a wee bit of an idea of how ridiculous the car feels on hard tyres as well. For the last couple. Hard tyres, please, gentlemen. Why, I hear you say, why do we want hard tyres? I'm not sure why. The race is over. Just let me on a set of hard tyres. And splash of fuel. Oh honey, honey, yeah. Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. Ooh, I bet you wonder how I knew about your plans to make me blue. With some other guy you knew before. Between two Two of his guys, you know I love him more. It took me by surprise, I must say, when I found out yesterday. Don't you know that I heard it through the grapevine? Scotty Senior was online and is feeling fine. Thanks for hopping in, don't forget to leave a like. It cheers me up and it helps me talk even more shite. Honey, honey, yeah. Bum, bum. Oh, again, the foot is still down. It won't come up. It won't come up. Look. I don't know why. It was super down there. It believed that whole time until we hit that wall that there was a chance we could save that shit. There was never a chance. The right foot needs a wee bit of detention, maybe. Let's get out of people's way as well, in case he's enjoying himself driving around there. And I think the brain has confirmed that there's nothing else we want to feel. Or we want. The tires didn't feel ridiculous, they just feel like hard tires. Hard tires are scary on every car. I'm always on, especially in Group 3. Always a wee bit nervous. I haven't really felt way worse than any other time I would hop on. We're always very nervous on them. It was a fight for last place. Now the brain does want it. It does want it. Oh, it wants it in cockpit cam. Oh, he was off, he was gone, and still, my goodness, we had not a clue what we were doing. Let's turn that volume up as well. Oh, my God, that's loud. That's a nice rear view as well. I don't like the big blockage on the left-hand apexes. Too loud. It would deafen you turn that right up. Oh honey, yeah. And the guy behind confirmed it for us. We had no want left in us that day, except for maybe a bit of a want to go over and say hello to Bobby, Jimmy and Sam and drop them off a piece of a race car. Hi lads, thanks very much for the burger you just got me there during the interval. A pleasure seeing you here. And to tell you what, there's three of you. There's 3 pieces of race car dropped off for the bunch. We can't even press start now. Alright, thanks Scotty. Red Dead later. I'll need to speak with Jessie and see how she feels. I do, if she wants to have a wee game at it. Well, I'm not sure about doing a stream, JJ. I don't know how good the streams are, but there's a very good chance I will be on playing it. And if we do get on early enough, it was a bit too late last night by the time we decided to start a stream. It was after 10 o'clock. I think when I'm streaming it, it would be nice to have a wee bit of a plan. I mean, so as there's jobs or something being done, or just, yeah, it's a lovely relaxing game to play. It's certainly, it's not a game to entertain people on a live stream. There certainly is not too many holy Toledos or wild crazy lunges. You know, it's a lovely relaxing chill out game to play. I think we'll need to go back and see what went wrong in that Group 4 car. At Bathurst. Where are you? Because I absolutely love this track. I usually have a bit of speed at this track, but there was nothing the last time. It's never that. It's a big track. I think they usually only do 8 or 9 laps here. We'll do 8. We'll do an 8 lapper here. I think we'll leave the tyres there. It's going to make this one even worse for us than what it was the last time, but we'll do. This could be the car and track combination that after 3 or 4 practices at it, the brain might just say, no, we don't want Corvette. Definitely not. Sensity in the house. Apologies again if we're missing any chat. What have we been missing anyway? You just in there waffling back and forth to each other. Oh, is JJ thinking of leaving the wee series races you're doing? He says, Corin, is it okay? That's awfully nice of the young man even to ask permission. It's a PlayStation, young man. You need permission from no one, only your mother and father, if you're allowed to turn that thing on. And it seems like you've got that permission. In fact, I think if Corin had turned round there and said, tell you, no JJ, you're not allowed to leave, I think that would have been all the more reason to leave. We won't be annoyed. Harry won't be annoyed. Harry will be happy at the loss of competition. Oh honey, honey, yeah, bum, 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 bum. I already 13 championships a week. My God, JJ, you're doing too much. You're gonna get burnt out. 13 championships a week, and next Friday he'll be streaming his big 16-hour race as well. Check the man out. Sensity, nice to meet you as well. Thanks for hopping in, sir. And Benson, Laura is back, not a problem, sir. Thank you, Benson, for hopping in. Thankfully, Coyote was here to keep you a wee bit of company. Thanks, Coyote, as well, for hopping in, mate. Excuse me. JJ likes chill out games. Yeah, if you're in the right mood for them, they definitely are. No problem, Benson. You've decided you're not going Porsche. I did think, I know you really like them and you haul ass in them, but just because of the tracks, the combination of tracks that's coming up, I would imagine they seem to be pretty fast tracks. You'll be at a disadvantage, especially when you're up there with all the other guys who's on the same kind of pace as you. Right, we need to pick the Group 4 Corvette again and get ourselves ticked in Are we on the appropriate tires? We were. And get ourselves ticked in. We'll get one going in a couple of minutes. Chant out. Hey, thanks for joining me, everyone, and I make your way to track play starting soon. I'll have a wee rebit of the lobby after this one as well. You're trying to leave some, but you feel bad. You feel bad when you leave. You also feel bad when you say no, you don't want to do the championship. That's why you're in so many. The young sensation of the future. People want them. For sure. You're definitely, if you're doing that many, but JJ, your head, you'll end up not having fun. You want the most important thing is it has to be fun. If you're feeling under pressure to do a whole pile of them, you need to cut them for sure, or a few of them. 13, where are you getting the time to do 13 championship races a week? My goodness. Thank you, love, thank you. You're starting to get a bit fed up at GT Sport. You need FIA. I know the FIA isn't even started, so like, are you still planning on doing FIA races as well as 13? I'm telling you, you're going to be burnt out, young man. Your parents are having Chinese tonight. He's trying to get me hungry, Jesse. JJ's getting a Chinese tonight. Well, his parents are. Him and Jamie's having a McDonald's, right? Let's start another one. Let's see if I can get any kind of better feel. It felt awful here the last time. You do 3 championships on a Sunday, and they are all in the afternoon, so you have no break whatsoever. You need to stop that. My advice would be to stop that ASAP. I know you'll feel bad. You might feel bad. You might have friends and stuff there who's really wanting you to, to join them, but you need to decide on 2 or 3 of them. That you really enjoy doing them. My advice to you would be to stay in the fastest ones. If you're doing ones with the likes of Dilster, who has all top lobby guys in there, if you're in any that has all top lobbyers in it, even if you're not enjoying it because you're down at the back, stay in those ones. Those ones will improve you a lot faster. I would pick 2 or 3 of the fastest ones that you're in, and then just apologise to the rest of them and say, look, I'm sorry, it's a bit too much for me. Because the last thing you want is to be burnt out and then just not enjoy driving the game. You don't want the game to feel like it's a chore to play it. Like, I was really looking forward to Wednesday as well, getting on. I had a brilliant day on Wednesday, but before I got on Wednesday I thought to myself, oh, I'm going to love this. I'm going to be on all day and all night, to maybe 11 o'clock at night. But by the time we got around to the evening, it had been a long day. I was starting to feel a wee bit burnt out of it. Yep, we're having fish and chips, I believe. Looking forward to that stuff already. Another mauling live on. In fact, no, it'll not be live on stream. We'll end it. We're not on for a big stream today. Yeah, I know. No, I'll be back on this game tomorrow. But I am thinking, have you any interest in Red Dead? Have we got on? Yeah, well, sure. After dinner, I would definitely be interested in jumping on Red Dead. So we'll maybe do a wee Red Dead stream. I'm sure if I don't stream, we'll at least be on it, playing it, having a bit of fun. So feel free to join us. Anyone who fancies a bit of a chill out, a dummies meeting around the campfire, a dance in the bar, a drunken slap in the face. If that's your kind of shit, feel free to hop in. If you see me on it playing. Oh, let's get out of his way. We're just going to ruin people's laps. Go ahead, mate. Oh, don't, Stephen. Oh, what ghosted right in time for him. Oh, that must have scared him. Stay ghosted, stay ghosted. Oh honey, honey, yeah, bum 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 bum, bum 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 bum, bum 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 bum. Ooh, I bet you're wondering how I knew. Jerry had lasagna, chips and peas tonight. It was lovely. Ooh, I bet you're wondering how I knew. About the plans to make me blue with some other guy. Was any of these guys a superstars hanging about in here with me? There was the young JJ Balding, of course. We've seen Mr. Nexus Brenou, the greatest slow man to the office, please, sir. That is quite a fine PlayStation name, and again, it's a brand new account. The question is it new just for me? I wonder. Nothing for him to have a nosy at whatsoever. Ooh, I bet you're wondering how I knew about your plans to make me blue. Was JJ still in the Corvette? Has any of the driving or practicing that you've done the day, JJ, made you have a wee bit of a doubt? I have a wee bit of a doubt now in my head about the Corvette, definitely. Mainly because of the last time I was here on this track. Hopefully this one will change my mind a bit. The Group 3 one felt okay. Even at Interlagos, sir, it felt okay. You could definitely drive it a bit, a lot more smoother, and look after the tyres a bit more. Not a fan of lasagna. I don't even like spaghetti, however you will eat pasta in other forms. I quite like a wee bit of spaghetti bolognese now and again. It's hard to beat a bit of those spaghetti bolognese.
Even it was me that said that.
What?
I don't like lasagna, spaghetti.
You don't like lasagna, and then you wrote you don't even like spaghetti, however you will eat pasta in other forms. You said no mention about spaghetti bolognese.
I don't like the spaghetti. You know that I don't like the long pasta. Like the pasta shapes.
Oh, but I do. Spaghetti bolognese is hard to beat.
You do,
Hard to beat sometimes. It's
I don't like the pasta sheets either and the lasagna.
it's nice. Want me to spin that camera around, let them all see you stand at the bar there?
No.
Look at you. My sexy woman. I ain't gonna flirt with you. Look at me.
What's different?
Right. Hi.
Southern
Yep, I'm gonna bat my eyelashes at you.
Stop it, you
You know I've got big sexy eyelashes. Let me flirt them as fast as I can. And look, it's working, boys. She's laughing and giggling. Are we flirty laughing? We'll keep on flirting. Yep, she's loving it. She's absolutely loving it. Ever so impressed. JJ's a really picky eater. I don't mind a wee bit of lasagna. I can't say I have it much, but it's definitely eatable, for sure. I can maul a bowl of it, not a problem. I can't wait now to get my dinner, my goodness. Right, again, we need to learn how to take off in this one off the line. Patience, Stephen, pretend it's a Group 3 car. Yeah, that worked a treat. That worked a treat. Anybody want to come over here and show me? I think JJ might find that there's a sexy green car on your left hand side, young man. He's still hot the inside. He's still hot favourite. He's still hot favourite. Oh, what an incident has been died. Also, oh my goodness, there was no avoiding that. Where was Gran Turismo's famous ghosting system there? That had to be ghosted. We're through to the rear, yep. We want to be unleashed there. And we'll leave it in third as well, because it's high tower to give us an idea. We want to be driving it nice and smooth. Oh, can I get ahead of you? I know you can stick a wee thing on the door now as well, again if you want. What, love? Yeah, yeah, open it. It's freezing outside, like, so just... Still a very nervous car for me in that downhill section there in the first lap, and I can't really afford not to be driving to the rear, but try to two to the rear. But you've never liked veg. I think your taste buds. I said to Junior a couple of weeks ago, so I did, about vegetables, the likes of Brussels sprouts and all. I said to him, as you get older, you'll start enjoying them. You'll start appreciating how nice your carrots and everything are. And he says, "Oh, I know that. You know why? Because as you get older, your taste buds die and you can't taste fuck all. That's why you're thinking that they're nice. You just can't taste them." Right, will it feel any better for me in the downhill section this lap? Certainly not a car that I feel like I would be pushing in the downhill section. We would be having a lift and a coast and then off and then in a straight line back on. Almost like three different braking zones there for me on nervous cars. There's like, I don't like having the brakes on during the turn, so we're kind of off, on, off, on. Yeah, I know. Hey, have you spoke to him, Jesse? When is he coming? I thought he was meant to come up today. What? Send him a message or and tell him to get himself up here. not sure why he went in there. I'm not much terrible on at the moment at all. I think we're still up at time 7. I do want to go for it. The young man's not defending it. Why not? But he managed to leave. A sexy no, it just got out in front of him. And she's nice there in 3rd gear. I like the 3rd gear around that one. Even if it's a wee bit slower, we'll look after the tyres. Much better. It's an awful one. Oh, I'm telling you, she's not good in the downhill section. For me, especially to the rear. Let's try the next lap in the middle, and we'll try and push and see if it might be one of those tracks where every lap that I come round to that section, I just have to fiddle. Brake balance, we'll bring it down on the next lap into the middle. Ooh, I bet you're wondering how I knew about your pain. Billy Ray was a preacher's son. When his daddy would visit, he'd come along. When they gathered around and started talking, that's when Billy would take me walking. Out through the backyard we go walking. Then he'd look into my eyes. The Lord knows to my surprise, the only one who could ever teach me was the son of a preacher man. JJ, the sign of the hacker. Right, I want to bring this here down now if I can. In the middle. I should have done that earlier. There we go. Right. She was a lot more stable there. It might be one of those ones then that will have to fiddle about on. It's something else to pay attention to, and again we'll not be fiddling with it then on the way in. We need to, where would we be fiddling with that? We'll be fiddling with that on the uphill maybe. We're on the uphill, that's nearly the whole track, Stephen. You're only doing this fucking straight then. Brake balance knocked back. No, we're just going to have to learn how to drive it with 3 to the rear, and we'll be really scared whenever we're coming in. Oh, he almost took me with him. Soft tire please, gentlemen, no fuel required. Baby, lock them doors and turn them lights down low. Put some music on that's soft and slow. Baby, right, leave it. You're always driving this at 3 to the rear. You just need to learn what your limits are. focus. Our fastest lap is a 13.5. Let's beat that in the very next lap. Oh, I'm telling you, just scurrying that downhill. The back end, it just steps out. And here, I don't really like it on this one here. We usually have a lovely wee flow down that. I can't remember what the last few cars have been we drove here. Group 3 it usually is here, I think I tried to jag here once as well in Group 4, and I used to quite like to jag here in Group 4 too. Right, the time to beat is a 13.5, and what is the fast lap? It's just who has the fast lap. Right. Not anymore, it's a 13.2. I hope you understand. I've been thinking about this all day long. Haven't found a way to keep the car stable in the way to that one at the moment. Too much braking or something. We are still purple anyway, at least. Improve again. 12.2. I hope you understand. I need different songs in my head. Right, come on. Think about what you're doing in this one. Like a granny. Terrified granny who's terrified. of driving a car. She never drove a car before in her life. Awful again, but at least it wasn't a ridiculous threat of a crash. And we're purple again. Can we get ourselves into an 11? Yes, but did. So here, on a wee bit of slipstream, could this be another fast lap? Purple sector. Lost a bit right the corner. Oh, and then we just tried too hard. Right, she hasn't felt too bad actually in this one. You'll not get too many laps as long as we need to try and straight line that section as much as we can. She doesn't like a lot of steering input at the same time as trail braking in that section. And this corner here was a bit of a nightmare. But a few practice runs on it, I'm feeling better, a wee bit better now. We found a wee bit of a flow, starting to learn a wee bit of how to drive the car around this place. I'm just slowing down better and everything. Have I not changed the tyre wear? Is there something different here? No, we're nearly empty in fuel, so the fuel's still up ×4. It's ×7. It has to have stayed on ×7 tyre wear. I feel almost like there was something wrong with the car in the last race. If they'd been slowing down a bit better for me in this race. We're hitting more of our normal regular braking zones at the end of that straight there, and it was still slowing down enough to make the corner. Jesse, you know if I miss any good chat, you keep me up to date, don't you? If anyone's asking me anything, or because you're in there having yourself a waffle, so not right, or am I? Yeah, if there's anybody in there saying Scotty, capital letters, read the chat. We won't be offended at those capital letters. We're not like other YouTubers. Other YouTubers may say, why are you shouting at me? I fully understand why you are all frequently shouting and yelling at me, because I miss most of that shit on a regular basis. And the worst thing is, I don't feel like I'm going to get much better at it. The conversation is went to food. We've all either had our dinner and we're talking about our dinner, or we're about to get our dinner. JJ is going to have a McDonald's. His parents are having a Chinese. I know, we're going to have to. Tomorrow, agreed, tomorrow, up early, and we'll order a McDonald's. What do you think? That's a plan. Let's throw out a thanks for the fun. How long will the dinner be, love?
2.5 minutes.
2.5 minutes. So that one ended on time. I know we've not been fast, we've not been smooth, we've not been consistent on any of those tracks. But it does surprise me every time I do it. I never get disappointed, even though I've felt very, very slow all day today. Because it surprises you, even though you feel like you're not learning anything and you haven't learnt anything and you're very slow. The next time I jump on and play those tracks, I will have learnt. I will be faster. I will know a bit more, a wee bit smarter. Know slightly better how to drive. JJ's McDonald's is here as well. Haha, you're getting it at the same time as I'm about to get mine as well, JJ. What are you saying? Hold the brake slightly all the way through the downhill. Stables the car. Change down gears slowly. Again, change down the gears slowly. And read chat. Stop waffling. Thank you, JJ, for keeping me in check, young man. What would I do without you? Yeah, I feel like I started getting, if I enter the downhill and I'm not right over on the left hand side of the track, I think that's very important in this car. If I'm entering the downhill over on the right hand side, I feel like it's a bit unstable to control, so we just have to make sure that we're nice and patient around that left hander and get ourselves back over so as we can try and straight line that as much as possible, because I don't like turning on the way down there in this car. I definitely need to straight line that as much as possible. What is Jessie laughing her ass off at this time? Read the other messages. Oh, sorry. What other messages?
I'm laughing because JJ says it's McDonald's and Jerry goes, JJ's lovely.
Even Benson, these are all talking about food. Marvin Gaye to Dustin Springfield. What a translation. I don't even remember. Marvin Gaye was the grapevine, isn't it? Yeah. I need new songs, guys. I need new songs, or else I need to plug in my old iPod and remind myself of a lot of the older songs or something that I have forgot all about. There's nothing quite as good. Do you know what JJ wants me to read here, Jesse? Any idea?
He's telling you to stop waffling.
Jesse says he's telling you to stop waffling.
No, he holds the brake slightly all the way through the downhill, stables the car.
I did. I read that one.
Right, I'm going up to put this.
Thank you very much, JJ, for your advice. Red Dead, perhaps after dinner. Yeah, I'll see. I'm not sure how much fun Jesse's having on Grand Theft Auto. She'll be doing a lot of giggling on Grand Theft Auto there in the background, but I will try my best. Shh, don't tell her, but I'll try my best to entice her. I shall frequently bat my eyelashes at her again. I'll do the old flirting technique that she can't resist. We've got beautiful big long eyelashes for a man, apparently. We've been told quite a few times in our lives that our eyelashes is quite exceptional. Apparently there's a lot of women would love to have eyelashes just as beautiful as mine. Not sure if you can't see that stuff. We'll give them a wee blush to the camera as well. Hopefully that hasn't stunned a lot of you at home. You are probably all now looking, and you are probably sitting with your wives and your children, and you are saying, well, he does talk shite most of the time, but he's right. Look, he's got fantastic eyelashes. No wonder that woman Jessie can't resist them when he smiles and bats those at her. But yes, I think we will be on Red Dead. I'm not 100% sure if we're going to stream it or not, but I'm pretty confident that I want to play Red Dead at some point this evening. Don't stop waffling, that's how you are. I'll teach you some new old songs, says Jerry. I know a shitload, Jerry. I love it when an old song comes on YouTube or a song comes on the radio, and I know every word of it, and it's a badass song, and I forgot that it even existed maybe 10-15 years ago, and you're like, oh my god, I can remember in the bedroom on my own with a karaoke machine singing the balls right out of that one. I used to love that one. I used to love myself a wee bit of Robbie Williams, you know. But the voice changes over the years of smoking. The years of smoking, I used to be able to belt out. And kind of, when I tried hard to sing, like to sing louder, my voice used to feel like it sounded half decent. Whereas now, when I try to sing hard, it doesn't work. We've had to change our whole style of singing. We sing much slower and lower and stuff now. Just so as we can enjoy it, because it's not enjoyable whenever you go ha and hear yourself screaming. It's like, oh, why did I sing that song? I knew that note was going to destroy me. Hopefully the stream is still on there, guys. Let me exit out of that and click back in. My phone seems to just be loading up there. It appears that I have lost connection. I have no idea if there's anybody there, or if I'm on my own right now. Do I give a damn? Do I? I'm not sure. I don't feel like I do. I would be slightly. I hope it does come back on, like so I can say cheerio. Well, I wouldn't like to say cheerio without my phone coming back on. It's like a blind cheerio. But it's still loading. We'll give it another couple of minutes as we hand out the thanks. We're still live anyway. The wee picture's on there and a comment or something popped up. It's just the connection on the telephone is not playing ball at the moment. Come on, telephone, you can do this. Let's unhook from the whole lot and hook back up. Back online, it says, but we're still loading. The top and the bottom of the phone has the loading signs. They're spinning round. I don't think I might have to say cheerio without even getting to see any other comments. My god, I hope Super GT's not there now. Super GT, if you're in the chat now saying hello, you heard all about the middle-aged Irishman who talks a lot of shite, and you're there to win yourself a fabulous prize live on stream, please call back. Please, I beg you, sir. Call back at a later point. At the moment, I have no idea what's going on my very own stream. There could be Tidney and oh my, you could all be there. There could be a wild, crazy party in my chat right now. Super GT, Tidney, they could all have turned up. Fraga, Lightning, even Lewis Hamilton. Oh my god, it's heartbreaking. Hurry up, telephone. Let's exit right out of that again. That would just be too heartbreaking if we missed all those guys bouncing in just to drop a like at the end of the stream. Hello, I heard all about you, Scotty, in the grapevine. Just popped in to win a fabulous prize. Again, we'll set them. We'll hope that at some point the telephone will add. Apologies, guys, if you're sitting there talking. There's comments coming in. There's 9 people apparently out there. There is a ring at the door as well. What? I'm not expecting anyone at the door. Ha ha ha! It's Junior. He's in the house. I see him in the distance. He did indeed come to see his old dad. Who would have thought it? Maybe he does love me. Maybe he does love me after all. I wonder how long we'll have us coming. There we go, we're back. Has Super GT been in? Let me check that chat. Crazy was in. That was in saying cheerio. Yes, gentlemen, thank you very much. The phone's back on now. Thank you very much for hopping on. I'm so glad there that I didn't miss Super GT hopping on. catch you later on Red Dead. You're the opposite of alone. 10 years you didn't reach that even when you can't see it. A round of applause for young JJ Balding, the sensation of the future. There's no change. Hello. I am Sir Lewis Hamilton. Right, boys, thank you very much. Anyone who's hopped on for a wee practice. We'll be back on tomorrow for a much larger practice, and we'll know a lot more tomorrow after we have another few practices around those tracks until we feel like we're flowing and we have a bit of speed. And if the speed doesn't arrive, then we're going to blame it on the car, and we're going to change our mind about that manufacturer for sure. Enjoy the rest of your evening. If I don't see you again, hello, nice to see you. Oh, it's our first day in the stream here. Enjoy the rest of your evening. JJ and Jerry will hopefully see you maybe if we hop on Red Dead. If not, we'll be back on tomorrow on Gran Turismo for a bit of practice. Thanks again, and we shall catch you on the flip side.